Right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another edition of Thai Talk with Dan. Now, the high season has fully kicked in, and even over here in Isan, there's a lot of middle-aged men, a lot of new, fresh faces bopping around with freelancers that I've seen here for years that go through multiple men, and they're all walking around looking absolutely loved up. So places like Pattaya, Chiang Mai and Phuket will have a lot of guys falling in love with Thai women this high season. So get ready for some brand new stories. Now, in my last video, it was extremely interesting to see what you guys had to say in the comments. I asked you guys to put down your own experiences, what you guys have been through, how long you've been here in Thailand for, how long you've been coming for in the comments, and you guys never failed to provide.
Her buffalo's sick, her phone's gone dead, so I send her love through wires instead. Oh, these buffalo blues, they follow me.
So today we're gonna go through your comments and your experiences here in the land of smiles with Thai women. So let's kick it off. Dan, I'm going to Pattaya in 11 days for the third time this year. But to be honest with you, Dan, I'm feeling a bit down in the dumps. My Thai girl, 20 years old, who I met before, has now ghosted me out of the blue since Friday when she knows that I'm coming back to Thailand. I can see her online on Facebook and everything. She's just ignoring me. Now, my history with her has been a wild one. Lies, deceit, exhilarating bedroom activities and illegal activities, death, meeting the family, and a whole lot more. I'm happy to share my story with you, and I hope that it gets posted, as I'm a big supporter of the channel. Right, Eric, you failed to mention how old you are, but a 20-year-old Thai girl within the tourist areas. Guys are going to be drooling and foaming at the mouth for her. It's high season now, and more than likely one of her boyfriends has arrived here in Thailand and took her out and give her a bit of a vacation. Or someone has took her out of the bar for long time, and he might have more money than you, and that's what it's all about. It's about the moolah. So unfortunately, I would say to you to move on and just get another. If you mess around, especially with the young girls within the tourist areas, they have so many men to choose from. There are so many men that will throw money at a young, good-looking girl here in Thailand, and it's going to be very difficult for you to keep her all to yourself. So come to Pattaya, find another or multiple others, and enjoy your holiday. Right, now that was from Eric. Next up is from Tim. I agree with Dan. After many years living in Thailand, the vast majority of the bar girls are totally honest. They will tell you what they want and need, but many men choose not to hear it. I have met some good girls who have never been near a bar or Pattaya. These girls have tried to take every penny that they could get. I have lost count of normal girls who tell me it is Thai culture for men to pay, or I want a good man with a big heart and an even bigger wallet. I would say there are some decent women out there, but at least 90% of the time, you will have to pay one way or another. Right guys, so in my latest video, I tried to explain that it's not just the bar girls that are gonna rinse you dry. I mean, it's quite obvious what the bar girls are doing. You are just a customer and they will say whatever they can in order to generate more money than they would normally get for a quick one-nighter with you. So you can't really blame the girls for being optimistic when a guy is drooling all over them and leading with their wallet. They will rinse you dry. But these are not the most dangerous. The most dangerous ones are the ones that make out that they have their own businesses. They've got a professional job. they've got money in their pocket, and you are just that special foreigner that's totally different from all the other foreigners, and they have fallen in love with you, and they will love bomb you to the max and make you simp to the max. And once you fall in love with them and you're emotionally involved, they will reel that big fat whale right on in, and they will super rinse you dry, because a lot of these women are in massive amounts of debt, or they live a lifestyle that they cannot afford, but you can afford to give it them, and they will be your girlfriend in order to have it. But don't expect them to be loyal, and don't expect them to stick with you forever, and expect that they're going to want you to shower them in gifts and constantly give them money, and of course put them on the monthly payroll and keep paying them for them to be your girl.
Now he's in a condo in Bangkok, standing on his balcony. He's crying into his Chang beer, wondering where it all went wrong.
Right, next up is from JDog69. Dan, I've lived here over 13 years. You are absolutely correct. I've travelled around the tourist areas, some islands, and Isan, Udon, Korat, Konken, etc. Met and interacted with all types. Bar girls, normal girls with jobs, etc. Almost all these girls are totally different than they were when I first visited them all those years ago. Even the bar girls were nice and looking for a better life. Now it's just 100% focused on money. It's just take, take, take with no effort now. They couldn't care less. Simps and sponsors are mostly to blame. But the biggest reason is social media, and especially during the pandemic. I was here, and the way these girls adapted shows itself in the actions today. This also applies to normal girls, and yes, most with government jobs have huge debts. It's like the housing crash in 2008, when banks were lending to people that simply could not pay it back. These girls see on social media bar girls and their friends on party yachts, in nice hotels, resorts, buying gold, iPhones, etc., etc. And they understandably want a piece of that pie. They aren't stupid and are now just as deceptive as the bar girls. Also, any girl with a good education without kids, attractive, and have their crap together wouldn't be seen dead with a foreigner. I'm talking the real beautiful girls that live in Bangkok, etc. Going to the high-end bars and clubs in Bangkok where the girls go to meet rich, successful Thai guys. You will not stay for long when you realise it's totally a different world. Now, I still absolutely love it here, but the hidden life of Thai girls and the modern rules they play to has completely changed. Most guys just don't understand, or worse, simply don't want to understand. I've got stories that would make guys' toes curl that Thai girls have told me about. And I've seen other guys go into a relationship with all the types of girls I've mentioned that put themselves out there for foreign men to date or interact with. And yes, there are rare exceptions to this, but this is my experience and observations during this time. Guys, when you come out here on holiday, you don't really see properly what goes on. You're not really in the mix. You don't really have proper Thai friends that can tell you about what they do. But when you live here, you mix with all different types of people. And it's very interesting listening to everybody's stories. And here, from my experience, it is a gossip place, and everybody likes to gossip, the foreigners and the Thais. So as long as you've got two ears to listen, they will tell you everything. And it is crazy what really goes on. But unless you live here, you really can't wrap your head around it. Daniel, as you know, I've been a subscriber to your channel for years. I've been to Thailand many times, at least 20 over a 30-year period. I personally know of at least 4 people that have been totally rinsed by Thai bar girls. I'm personally a bit more streetwise. I'm married, been around Thai people that once they know you're not a sucker, they open up and tell you what they think about the farang. The stories that I've been told would make an episode of EastEnders. Look, tame. These people literally have no idea. These farang are deluded beyond belief. They live in a bubble and think money makes them different instead of a target, which is what the majority of these foreigners are, a target. Dan, you're a star. Keep going and don't stop what you're doing. Right, guys, now this is what differentiates some of us with everybody else. Some of us actually get to hear what the girls have to say about us foreigners. This guy has got experience within the bar scene and what they've told him, and I've got experience within the professional scene, the women that have got proper jobs here, and what they've said to me, and it would make your toes curl. There's a lot of stories that I cannot say on YouTube. 1, it would get flagged by YouTube, and 2, it would have me lynched. So I have to be a little careful, and I do try to just stick to the stories that you guys send me in, because my own stories, people wouldn't believe them. They are that crazy. But guys, when you listen to what these women have to say and what they think of the foreigners, the husbands, the boyfriends, etc., it would make you extremely shocked. Right, our next comment is from Zokins. I just want to add one interesting fact. Being in a cruise ship industry for over 13 years and being in Thailand many times, it's not only Isan and the bar scene, etc. I met quite a few Thai girls on board with the same setup, manipulation, lies, etc. I've seen crew members getting milked as well on board with similar stories. I also met hard-working, good Thai girls. I'm not going to lie. However, the majority is exactly what Dan is talking about. Manipulation at its finest. Considering that the majority of people working on board are in problems, debt, etc., and they are so similar to the stories on land. Right, so even a guy working on a cruise ship gets to see what the Thai women are all about with the suckers that they're on board these ships with, and he listens and sees the lies and the manipulation. He's seen crew members get absolutely milked by these women. Need I say more? It happens to most men, and the lucky few are in a good situation. But normally also those lucky few are actually giving these women the life that they've dreamed about, that they've always wanted. But there are some normal couples that are not just based around money. But over here in Southeast Asia, you're going to find it very difficult to not be with a woman, no matter how old she is, that doesn't want a better life. Even if you meet a 70-year-old Thai woman, she's going to expect you to build a house, buy a car, buy a motorbike, etc. Even though, in reality, she should already be set up. But it's like I always say, and it's like my ex used to say, be with a falang. For what? You need to be getting something out of them. But also, like this guy said, there are some good Thai women about, but most are going to manipulate you and rinse you dry. Right, next there's a comment from Freedom. I have first-hand experience marrying a Thai girl I met in the USA while we both were in college in 1982. She wasn't a party girl and didn't even drink. This was in 1982, and we stayed married for 10 years. The traits that she possessed remind me of everything I hear in your stories, Dan. Suffice to say, after my divorce from her, I never have wanted anything to do with the East. At its best, it's a totally different culture that I do not understand, and I'm so glad to be free from it. Yes, she taught our daughter, well, empathy doesn't exist in their dictionary. From my experience, you are speaking the truth. Now, in addition, that divorce cost me a lot of money and heartache, but fortunately, I've moved on and I have been happily married to a girl I met in my hometown. Right, next one is from Florent. I personally like how this guy words it. Personally, I wonder if a normal Thai girl could fall in love with a foreigner at all, unless she experiences love at first sight and the guy is a real top model or a famous person. What would be her interest in getting together with an average guy who can't find girls in his own country, especially with such a huge cultural difference? We're not in a Walt Disney movie.
Tale as old as time, true as it can be.
Right, guys, I'm gonna cut it short there. Yeah, there's tons of messages, tons of comments, and if you go back to the previous video that I made, you can read them all yourself. Now, I got into a interesting conversation with a 75-year-old man yesterday in the comment section on one of my videos, and he has been married a hell of a long time, and he's now got involved with a Thai woman that speaks no English whatsoever over here in Isan, and they're communicating via a translation app. Now, the reason why I'm mentioning this is that this guy did kind of have a point, and in one of my latest music videos that I posted in the short videos is really about this guy's story. 75 years old, been married a hell of a long time to a woman. She has passed away, and now he seeks companionship. It's not just about the bedroom activities whatsoever. It's more about the companionship. And a lot of these guys that have been married a long time and not been dating are old-fashioned, because back in the day, it was a guy's job to take care of the woman and give her a better life, because the amount of money that these women could make back in the West or back in your own home country, they couldn't make the same amount of money as a man. But all that changed between 1950 and 1970, all throughout the West. So if they've been out of the dating pool for a long time, they're still going to have that old mindset. And if they come over here to Thailand, they are the perfect candidate for a Thai woman, because Thai women don't care if you've got 2 heads, 4 arms, 6 legs, old, young, whatever, as long as you're fully loaded, I'm sorry to say. And an older guy who's got old traditional values, where he wants to give his woman the best life, shower her in gifts, and make her happy, it's ideal for these Thai women to choose them. But also it's ideal for older men that are still old-fashioned and don't mind taking care of a woman. They're going to get the best kind of deal over here, as long as they don't fleece themselves or allow the woman to fleece them. But they can be with a woman and make them happy, and that makes them happy, and they get that companionship, and the woman gets what she's after. She gets to look good within a community, gets to show off, and gets an easy and comfortable life where she doesn't really have to work, and all her worries, debts, stresses, etc. go away. So it does actually work out. I'm not saying it's right. I don't think it's right, but I kind of understand that guy's point when I was speaking to him yesterday, and he couldn't understand that things have changed nowadays. Back in the West, women can earn more money than men. They can earn the same money as men. They don't need a man. They can take care of themselves, unless there's some dosser, somebody that just, living in some 1-bedroom flat or apartment with a couple of kids, totally vile, totally toxic, but she looks good, and it's easy for her to get men for a certain amount of time. And these are the worst types of women you could possibly get with. But any normal woman that's got some values and a bit of self-respect normally has her life set up, especially when she's middle-aged or older. Back in the West, if you date someone within their early 20s, then yeah, you're going to have to build a life together. Not just you doing it, you do it together. Whoever's got the best job can provide the most. Normally, it is the man, yeah? But not always. But if the man has got the best job, then yeah, he's going to have to provide more. And in your early 20s, it's normal. It's expected. You're building a life. You're growing together. But when a woman is, in her 30s or middle-aged or a lot older, you shouldn't be expected to have to buy her a house, build her a house that's not even in your name, give her a monthly salary to actually be your girlfriend and actually go out with you. To me, it's absolutely bonkers. And yeah, I don't want to annoy people because I know there's so many guys here. I've spoke to them that pay a monthly salary for that woman to be with them, but it's something that I would never do. I don't want to buy love. I would rather have a blow-up doll and call it Mandy. I don't need that kind of fake relationship. And I certainly don't want to take care of a middle-aged woman. She should be taking care of herself. But like I've said in the past, these women do not make that much money. They can't make the money that the women have in the West. Hence why they're interested in foreigners giving them a better life, because it's very difficult for them to do it themselves. So you can't blame them. When a guy is drooling at the mouth, foaming at the mouth, simping to the maximum, you can't really blame the girls for taking advantage of that simp. It is what it is. Now, guys, if you've got your own true story, good, bad, or ugly, please take the time out to type it out and give guys from all over the world your own perspective, your own experience, and your true story, in hope that it will help them if they decide to live here in Thailand or decide to engage into a full-on relationship with a Thai woman that's normally out of their league. Send your emails to thaitalkwithdan@gmail.com and I will share them on the channel. Take care of yourselves, look after yourselves, try to use this more than this, stay safe, and please don't go bankrupt here in Thailand and don't get emotionally broken. And guys, I've made a playlist for all the music that I've made with AI and editing and me dancing around like a nutcase. I just did it for a bit of a laugh, but I've had guys wanting to buy it, etc. So I've stuck information on how I can send you the music, etc. if you're interested. But apart from that, guys, I'm happy to do it just for a bit of fun. Take care of yourselves. Love yourselves long time. Ciao for now. Bye-bye.